I used to think my life wasn't worth documenting. I convinced myself that it was too boring and too mundane. Don't get me wrong, it was. But that's because I made it that way. I wasn't doing anything that would scare me or challenge me. I wanted an interesting life, but I wasn't willing to pay the price for it. Well, that stops today. I'm gonna continue chasing my dreams. And yeah, I'll document it. Okay, so today I'm gonna do a day in the life. It's my first time ever doing something like this, but it should be fun, so yeah. But yeah, today we've got a lot of things to get through. If you've watched any of my previous videos, then you might know that I have a clothing brand and a production company, and new edition, I'm trying to write like a little short film. So yeah, today I'm gonna be working on all those three things. As you can imagine, that's quite a bit, so it might take some time, but we're gonna get there. But yeah, before we start doing any of that, it's very important that we get some breakfast in, because without that, can't function, can we? I think I'm gonna go for some eggs, like an omelette, or yeah, like an omelette sandwich thing, yeah. Let's get the bread. Now let's look for the pan. Can't find the pan. Found it. But yeah, overall I'd say I'm pretty excited for the day that I've got ahead today. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be I'll be writing a short film. And yeah, it's like my first time fully ever writing like a whole short film. I normally make like short videos, so I'm kind of pretty excited to write my first short film. And also I kind of already know, well, not the whole storyline, but I know the idea and like the angle that I want to go for. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I've based the genre on like my favorite type of genre as well. Because you know what? I've been watching a lot of movies and TV shows and I enjoy them. Like, that's like one of my favorite things to do. So I thought to myself, if I enjoyed watching them, that means I'd most likely enjoy making them as well. So I'm just gonna give it a try and see what happens. Let's get the salt. Get the salt over there. I probably should have not got into these clothes, because now my clothes are gonna smell of food. It's minor. We'll just deal with it. But yeah, if you haven't noticed, I'm actually wearing, well, this hasn't been released yet, but I'm thinking that we're probably gonna release it next year summer. Let me just give it a little spin. But yeah, it's this new shirt that we've got, and I really like it, to be fair. We've also got it in a light blue version as well, but this looks pretty good. We were actually gonna release it this summer, but as you know, with manufacturers, things go wrong, timescales aren't met, and then yeah. But it's minor though, because we have tracksuits there for the winter that we are going to be selling. But yeah, I think this is like probably one of my favorite pieces that we made. I keep saying we. My cousins are my business partners, two of my cousins. If you haven't watched my previous videos, the brand is called Trillo's World. Nice. I feel like I need recommendations for new TV shows and movies or whatever, anything to watch, because I've recently finished Normal People and that TV show was amazing. And it's like nothing else has been comparing the past couple of days. So I've been watching anime instead. I'm currently watching Sakamoto Days. That one, to be fair, is quality. Like, I'm actually enjoying it. I don't normally like the animes that are shown on Netflix and stuff, but Sakamoto Days is not bad at all. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, trust me, you're gonna wanna watch that. I just hope my clothes are not smelling of eggs. They probably are, but it's too late now. Yeah, sometimes I just shadow box. Alright, cool, the eggs are almost ready. So I'm quickly gonna eat and then I'm going to get started on the day. But yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to reach out to at least 10 influencers today. Like I mentioned with the other tracksuit, I'm gonna be selling them this winter. So I'm just gonna send out a few to some influencers. Hopefully they can promote it and get us some traction. But yeah, let's go and eat. back, fueled and ready to get the day started. Where do I even start? I'll just type in fashion. I should be able to find some fashion influencers that can help me out. But I think the idea with this is to go for like smaller to medium range influencers. I know the bigger ones, they'll probably ask for a large amount of money, and the brand currently doesn't have that kind of budget to be paying influencers big money. So I think, to be fair, I did send one page to my cousin that I saw just scrolling through TikTok, which I liked. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can find it. It should be somewhere. So we've got Nat Winter. She's got like 35k followers on TikTok. And one thing is not also just about how many followers a creator has, it's more so about the engagement, because you can have a lot of followers but zero engagement, and I don't think there would be much value in sending our clothes to them. The engagement is not bad at all. I think this would be a good influencer to go with. 1 second, my cousin just texted me. Okay, so he said he's gonna message the influencers, but he wants help in actually finding them. So I'm gonna be looking for them. I'm gonna make a list and then I'm gonna send them out to him. One thing that is important to keep in mind as well is the creators that we're sending our clothes to, they need to kind of match the aesthetic of the clothes that we have. Even if a creator has good engagement, it wouldn't make sense for us to send their clothes to them if it's not the way they would normally dress, because that probably means as well it's not how their audience would normally dress as well. So it wouldn't really have much value there in terms of sending clothes out to them. And also we want to send clothes to people that would actually wear those clothes on a daily basis, because sometimes you do get customers in that way, you know, like you wear the clothes outside, somebody approaches you and says, oh, like, where did you get this shirt from or this tracksuit from? And then you tell them, of course, Trillo's World. But yeah, if they don't like the clothes, they're not going to wear them. So there's not going to be opportunities for anybody to ask them where they got their clothes from. So it's important that they fit the style. One thing that I've really been liking about this journey with the clothing brand actually is we've actually tried so many different marketing methods. I remember when we first started, well, we've come from very far. First of all, our videos, I remember they were terrible. We were just randomly doing stuff out in London, shooting random things, no plan, nothing. But now when we do go and do shoots, we've actually got a plan in mind. We've got a storyboard. We've got all kinds of things. You've literally got a whole production team when we go out. But yeah, I think that's made a world of difference in terms of our shoot days, our marketing, everything's sort of gone up. Even the engagement on our page has gone up as well. And I think that's something that a lot of brands do overlook, the planning part. So I remember I went to a shoot for my other business, the production company. I went to shoot for another brand and they were surprised at the plan that I had sort of written up for the shoot day. They were kind of expecting to just turn up, brainstorm a couple of ideas and then sort of shoot it that way. But I had already sent them sort of the plan, I think the week before, the locations, where we were going to shoot. All of that was already planned out and literally all we had to do was just shoot the video. We literally knew exactly what we had to do and when we had to do it. And yeah, that shoot was very successful. Like we got through a lot of videos in about 2 hours, to be fair, so that's pretty good. And we also even got a good amount of pictures as well. Yeah, overall that was a successful shoot. But moral of the story, always plan your shoots. It's gonna save you a world of time and it's also gonna make your ideas in general a lot better than just brainstorming ideas when you get to the location. Another thing that I will say as well with the marketing, like, don't just go along with the crowd. Don't just put the clothes on the floor in like a parking spot and just take pictures or videos. Like, realistically, nobody knows your brand or who you are, so they're not going to care about your clothes being laid out in a car park, no matter how nice it is. You've got to actually draw people's attention and entertain them